Ah, ladies and gentlemen, look at that. We got ourselves a visitor. The assistant hardly ever gets on top of the workbench. What are you doing? Ain't that crazy? Of course, the correct end of the cat. Oh, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, you just so awful. No, you can't be up here. We got stuff to talk about. Oh. So, that little escapade there. Ladies and gentlemen, Ahsoka. But before we do that, we have to talk about what I like to call the Institute for Advanced Model Building Studies. And that is a new tool. And I'm usually pretty up to date when tools come out and or kits, but one got past me. And that is the ring paint cup. I couldn't believe this came out. I had to, it was cheap. You got a whole sack of them. Double well. And I guess you're supposed to, and I haven't tried it yet, I guess you put it on your little, anywhere on your finger where you want. Basically, well, I'm right-handed, so I better do it. So I guess you put the paint in there, and I guess if you're painting, you can go to town on it. It might work out. You know, a lot of us, use, just a regular paint palette next to the model, or, I like to use, a lot of people use their thumb, to mix paint. I'm more of a palm or about right through here. That's usually the way I do it. But anyway, the ring paint cups. I think they should have multicolor, just so you can have. Anyway, I'm gonna try them out and see how well they do. If not, and this is the B, so I assume there's A version. Anyway, well, yeah. Did. A is a single well, B is the double well. So again, I'll have to get double. I'll have to go find me another one because two, that's the way I like to work around here. But anyway, mixing paint cups here at the Institute for Advanced Model Building Studies. What will they think up next? So anyway, keep some for the workbench, and then we'll put some in the shed for just because. Ahsoka. Last I left off on her, I don't know if I mentioned anything. I did put a filter wash. If you don't know what a filter wash is, it's paint with basically thinned down with a lot of water, or enamel, thinner, just more thinner water than paint. And I did that around her fur. It's a little darker. That's what I wanted. I didn't want just solid white. I just wanted to give a little depth in it. I did it on her gray. And then I started dry brushing. I gotta do this before I forget. I was told when I display models that you really need to be on a turntable, and I need to try to work out something where I can get it, where you can see what I have done. But she's gonna fall off if I don't hold her. So I went in, started dry brushing her gray, and if I just give it a little bit of light, and she's basically base color, wash, and then dry brushing the highlights on her. Her face, I went in and drew all her, I'm going to say, facial tattoo, and I painted it with white. I got to go back in just to trim up just a little bit more. Where am I at? Got her eyes painted, and then I got to do a little bit more of a wash here and there just to highlight the nose, lips, mouth. Got her lips painted. I'm going to use decals for the eyes, and hey, she's turned out pretty darn slick. Got her belt painted. Got to paint the belt buckle. Lightsabers painted. Put a little wash on those, and then we'll do a little more dry brushing. But she is turning out really, really great. The base. I went ahead and painted it white, and I started dry brushing the different shades of gray, and give it dark, give it light. But if you see the little seam here somewhere, and I want to add a little bit more onto it, is snow. I want to add snow to it since she's in her snow bunny outfit. And what I do is I take baking soda, which I think is the better of snow, and then I take basically a little pinch of sugar, mix it together, and glue it on. And it's hard to see, but when you're up in close in person, the sugar grains give it a nice little shine like real snow, so it works out pretty nice. But it did blend in the seam real good, and I'm going to do a little more snow here and there. Not going to be covered in snow, like, you know, covered, just enough around in places would give the effect, and looks pretty darn decent, I think, anyway. But that's where I am on Ahsoka. The diorama base. First thing I did on the chair, I added epoxy sculpt for the seat cushions. I thought that just give a little more padding. They always use in the doll, you know, like real cloth. I went ahead and just did that. Thought, good enough. So I got to paint that next. Added the tensioners in the back, and if you can see it, the little lever that makes it go up and down. Added that for the. And I'm just adding some random stuff, and I haven't decided quite what I want to do. Added some Amazon boxes, and I haven't decided how I want to. I'm gonna place a couple there, you know, because you always got to have Amazon packages coming in, and then you reuse the Amazon packages to ship things out. And then I may or may not. I haven't quite decided if I want to add. Use some tube and some styrene to add some, you know. Little starship right there. You know, just something to work on the workbench. But anyway, it's getting close to being done, I think. I might add. I want to add a little bit more. Don't add too much, you know. I want to add just enough to, you know. You don't want to like super detail where there's just, you know, every crevices on everything, and then you know. You want to keep it pretty simple, but, you know, get the overall effect. But anyway, I think that is turning out pretty darn slick. And then, of course, the base here, it's basically, I want to say paper. You can either glue it out like that. I haven't decided if I want to do that, or I'm just going to stain it and see what that looks like with wood stain. So anyway, that's where I am on the dollhouse model hobby room. So ladies and gentlemen, that's what I got going on today. We are working on that and getting close to on its final design. Ahsoka gets more paint, adding some snow to the base, and at the Institute for Advanced Model Building Studies, we were discussing the paint ring. So that's what I got going on today. Stay tuned for next exciting episode.